Hello, and welcome to Castanet's Week in Review. I'm Jayden Wasney with your top stories from this past week. The discovery of 215 Indigenous youth that were found at a former residential school site in Kamloops has shocked the country. Kamloops Sequepum Chief Roseanne Casimir says she didn't know what to expect before the discovery became public.
In the beginning, it was a shock to, the leadership here. It was a shock to, have to share this with our membership before it became national news. And, we knew that we would have to do an outreach to our nation chiefs. We also knew that we all had to do an outreach to all the chiefs throughout BC and, in the Yukon. And we know that some members also came from Alberta as well to our residential school. So this has been very much a shock.
The discovery of the children has prompted an even bigger search, as many are asking for other residential school sites to be searched. Justin Trudeau is now asking for the Catholic Church to investigate the schools and make a formal apology. In response to the horrific discovery in Kamloops, the Catholic Parish Church sign in Penticton was the target of backlash after a banner was hung from the sign calling for a response. One side of the sign read, "Have you no response?" while the other side says your assets should be seized. The Kamloops school was run under the administration of the Catholic Church from 1890 to 1969, then by the federal government as a day school until 1978. A former Kelowna RCMP officer who pleaded guilty to a breach of trust charge in regards to 7 separate occasions could face up to a year in jail, but he may avoid jail time altogether. One of 7 of Brian Burkett's victims says she and the others are terrified.
What about what we've had to do? We're terrified. I have no trust in the system. I've got no trust in anything. And I live my life with my head on a swivel and I can't sleep. I'm terrified of the police.
Judge Michelle Danilick will resume her sentencing on a later date. A large lumberyard fire that broke out north of Vernon has left nothing behind but ashes and debris. The blaze began at around 10:30 a.m. and was put out with the help of multiple North Okanagan fire departments. As of June 4th, the cause of the fire is still unknown, but no one was injured and the business is said to be insured. Another fire near Vernon took out 3 cabins and 2 trailers. The fire broke out off of West Side Road at the north end of the Okanagan Lake. Firefighters from Armstrong were called in as crews pumped out water from the lake to put out the blaze. A firefighter on scene said the fire is believed to have been started from a campfire. That's all for this week's Week in Review. For Castanet News, I'm Jayden Wasney.